because that's how the ground looks on it. Check it out. So the ground was literally, the positive. The positive is just literally connected like that with screw right here and the little lock. So like, it looks similar actually. A little thinner, but they might gotta adjust it or something. So I took it off and I was like, why should I swap it? Why would I? Do I have to? No. So I get the multimeter on the continuity, right? Put one side on the positive side, on the positive where the red wire is supposed to be connected, right? Put one right here. Start testing. Where does it go? Where does that 12 volts goes to? Because I was confused. I was hella confused. So I went to all the fuses, maybe here, and I was thinking, because these are the high voltage fuses, right? So I was like, yeah, well, sounds like it. That is the one. So I was happy and started testing that and that. Oh no, it wasn't it. All of them tested good, positive, no issues at all. So I went ahead and started testing all the fuses by the continuity with the positive, and that's what I got. All these, the bottom ones, they have a straight continuity. Straight 12 volt goes through them from this cable. So that means there's continuity, right? As well are these cables. These fuse. So I was like, okay, then I should go ahead, connect the battery terminals, put on ignition, and basically just find the bestest ground possible, whatever I found it. Because I literally just connected somewhere right here to the door holder. So I went ahead, connect the ground there, put on the voltage, put the multimeter on the voltage, test these fuses, as it's supposed to has 12 volt, because on this side you get continuity, right? And surely 100% it did have the 12 volt. Here I got lost. I was like, man, oh man, what should I do then? So went under the car. That's when it got a little serious. I checked the wire. I found the wires literally under the car. Runs all the way up, down. That's where it goes inside the trunk, right behind the wheel. You see it? There is one. Also, there is two, which is that one where they have 12 volts on it, right? So I was like, okay, then let me test for continuity. I should have that cable right there. So I started checking the whole cable stuff, trying to figure out which cable it is. I couldn't figure it out. There's no way. Okay, go under the car. Sounds like there's a cut somewhere. So what I did, go under the car, punch it over here. There is continuity, right? Let me show you. That's the main reason I get the jumper cable. Let's connect it back to the jumper. Right, so check it out. Get the jumper cable on just to test the continuity, and that's what I did. Got me a screwdriver. Check it out right quick. Got me a screwdriver, right? Very, very, very thin. Like small, tiny one, small flathead. Just enough to make a punch. So punch it in the front, fully continuity. Punch in the rear, fully continuity. So that's where I get lost. I was like, could be this fuse box is bad. One of them was blown, which is the wire where it's connected to. Disconnect all the wires, take it apart. All of them is 100% good. Okay then, which wire it is? Look. Let me show you where exactly I'm talking about. Get into the jumper cable. Let's get the multimeter. Let's go under the car real quick. Let's just take a trip real quick. Show you what I'm talking about. The continuity. Okay, let's just make sure it has continuity. Okay, that's good. You see, as soon as it touches, gets continuity. Okay. So, go under the car, right? Come over here. Just trying to make it easier for y'all. So, that's where my other bunch at. In the rear. If you can see it, check it out. Very tiny one. Just enough to get the multimeter in. So, let's check it out. Oh, right on. Right on. Okay, that means it's supposed to be easy to find it right there, right? Forget about it. Let me show you what I mean. I had a hard time trying to find it. Okay, let's get the multimeter, the jumper cable. Okay, we back inside the trunk. So we have about 7-8 wires connected to the positive terminal, right? There's one already. There's one right here. There's this one's for the other sensor. Yep, for the safety terminal sensor. Okay, we got this one right here, and we get the blue one right here, connects to it as well. And we got, let me see, just so I don't forget any of them. Take the cover. Okay, well, we got blue, we got gray, and we got black. So that's a blue, that's a gray one, finally, and that's a black one, right? These are, all of them connects to the fuses, right? Test them all for continuity. It's none of them. Literally, let me show you. So it is on continuity, right? The multimeter. I just prove it to you that it's on continuity, just so I understand. Okay. Go right here on the jumper cable itself. You hear it? There's continuity. Okay. Then that should be easy to find the wire, as it's supposed to, right? First one, nothing. Okay. Second one, nothing. Where's the blue one? tricky these wires are. Okay, blue one. Let's get the multimeter. Okay. Nothing. Nothing at all. And actually, as we saw right there in the front, it should be a little thick wire because it holds a lot of wattage, right? So the only big wires I have right here, safety terminal switch. That's where it's connected to. That's a wire. So I was like, that looks like it actually, which is it does look like it. So what I did, I went ahead and made a. Let me just make sure that you're getting it clear. So I went ahead and made a bunch on it. Yep. Right here, if you see, it's just a tiny one. Because when I test it here, there's no continuity. Nothing. Okay. Go on the other side. Nothing. Go from here where I punched it at. Nothing. Okay. Let's move on. This one, right? Forget about it. So which wire would it be? That's where I get confused with. Okay, started looking left and right. So what came in my mind to swap the, you remember the one I told you I had the 12 volts? Check it out. So this tiny wire, it had the 12 volts. So what I did, I connect the jumper cable on it, right? Run it all the way to the back, just to make sure these are running to the trunk and they're working right. So I run it to the trunk, continuity. Okay, one by one. No, which is kind of weird. I have a little connection, but the one was getting the 12 volt. Is good. Never had an issue with it, right? So I went ahead. That's where I started working on it. So up to the ohms, right? And match the ohms one by one. This one was reading about 7 something. This one was on the 0. This one was on the 0 ohms. This one, I believe it had somewhere about 15 or 16 ohms. But this one, it had 4.993 or 92, somewhere around that. 4 ohms, 0.92, right? So I was like, okay, let me match it. So what I did, I connected the ground, right? I literally just connected the ground on the multimeter. I got the ground on the ground, connect the terminal, just the ground only. And then I went ahead and connected the what are called the positive terminal into the jumper cable, and that's where it came out. 4.9293. It was just one number off, so I figured it was a wire, and that's where I knew it was a. They do come through, like literally from all the way from the front to the end, and I knew it. This one, it should be the one. So I went back, continuity, connect through it really hard, trying to get the connection. Boom. That's the one that has the 12 volts with no issue. Then okay, where's the one we have it dead? That does not have no 12 volts. It works right there. There's nothing wrong with it. Up to all the way to the front. Tell me, where's the issue? Fuses, all good. Well, battery terminal, perfectly good. That has been tested. I did test it and make sure it's not blown, and I ended up, even for curiosity, let me show you. try to pop it just a little bit, right, and look through it. Seemed still on the lock, never been popped. Has the car never been in accident? So I was like, okay, that's good. Well, that's on my side, right? I look through this one, so I start bending it. Bend it. Look inside. Looked to be good. Actually, it wasn't pushed anywhere. So that's when I started moving this way. I was like, I might be tripping. Pull this wire left and right. Try to see, go hard on it. Nothing wrong with it. Then, like I said, I punched it from here just to make sure. Like, let's say if this side is bad, I should get continued on this side then, right? No. So, start digging even deeper, and now the issue is, let me show you. That's what I have found out. It's pretty silly, stupid, whatever you want to call it. It's easy, really that easy. You can just go pick up the battery, go under, and you get a terminal. And the way I figured my terminals, by when we get the connection on this one, so like, that's the one comes from under. Gotta be the one, right? And they're connected together, zip tied together. So I was like, there is no way for this one not to be it. I went back, test it from the bottom, come back from top, test it, nothing on top. So, let me see where's the issue at. Hopefully that will help you guys if you have any similar problem like that, because they're too difficult to play with. I also looked at the Real OEM website. I couldn't find anything about the wire harness diagram. That's why I had to follow it in person. Had to climb under the car and dig deep and find out. So, first of all, we need to remove the battery, right? I'll be back with you with the battery removed.